Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking a look at original Nintendo 64 games running on the Anbernic RG351, in this case the RG351M. Now I don't know how well these N64 games are going to run, but I would expect them to be better than the PSP or the Dreamcast, so that is what we're going to be having a look at today. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so this time we're going to be having a look at some original Nintendo 64 games and see just how well these guys play on the RG351M. So we'll start off with Donkey Kong 64. So certainly some noise juttering in the initial titles, but this bit seems to be playing okay. Oh, a little bit creeping in there. Not sure if we can even skip this. Yeah, you can hear it struggling. Personally, for me, I just couldn't stand this. And unfortunately, this is really no better than the RG350 in terms of playability. This particular game, anyway. A little bit of noise juddering. I believe that's pretty normal on this, just until the track gets loaded in. And once the first lap's gone round, the track is loaded into the short-term memory and it should play okay. So we'll see if that's the case with this. Remember loving this track when I had my N64 back in the day. Seems to be playing all right. Yeah, even on this first run through, it doesn't seem too bad, which is a good sign. I would imagine the ones it's going to really struggle on will be things like Super Mario World, Donkey Kong, things like that. But Super Mario Kart, or Mario Kart 64, you would hope that they'd done everything they could to optimize this particular title, and it does appear as if it's playing absolutely fine. So it's a big tick. This is definitely playable. Well, this is a surprise. It does seem to be playing absolutely fine. No real slowdown at all. Quite responsive on the controls. And the music played okay. So, amazingly, this one seems to be doing all right. And off we go. I think this one can be classed as a success for sure. Brilliant stuff. Let's just go through a door. So I can hear a little bit of musical slowdown. But no delay in the actual game per se. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. Brilliant. All right. Let's try another game. This is 1080p snowboarding. Oh dear, that's no good, is it? That's not a good sign. We'll just see if we can get it up and running first of all. Because sometimes the titles can just be a bit deceptive. Okay. After a couple of half-decent games, it'd be nice for this one to run as well. It's one of my favourites. Okay. Oh dear. Doesn't feel very smooth. If that makes sense. There's a slight delay in the controls, and the sound, which is an integral part of this game. It's got a really nice soundtrack. It's juddery. Yeah, that's not really any good, is it? That's a shame. Yeah, it's running really, really slowly. I think we're going to have to put this one as a thumbs down. This particular one's struggling a little bit, and that's a shame. But there you go. No point flogging a dead horse. This is The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Now, I'm not unsurprised to see a bit of juttering on the cutscenes. Let's just see if we can get it past. Okay. There we are. And it's moving around the world quite nicely. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good, that. Yeah. I think this one's going to be eminently playable. Yeah, good stuff. Right. I suppose we ought to look at another game. Brilliant. Great stuff. So as you can hear, this is the RG351 attempting to play Goldeneye. We'll see. I think it's going to struggle somehow. It's not even loading the level in. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we know the level, it's the dam. Yeah, this is pretty awful. Considering I can play this on a Kindle, this is pretty darn awful. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but this is unplayable, sadly. Yeah, who's going to want to sit through that? Nobody. Goldeneye, sorry, it's a big thumbs down. So I'm hoping this is going to be as good as Mario Kart. It sounds a little bit iffy at the moment, but we'll see when we get into a game. Here we go then. It's not as smooth as Mario Kart, but probably a much more intense game than Mario Kart. Came out later. And now that the first lap is loaded in, and it's in the cache, I wonder just how smooth it will be if it speeds up a bit. I'd say this is pretty much playable, to be honest. If you're happy to put up with a little bit of slowdown and the music not being A1, I think you'll be okay on this one, which is good news. But as I suspected and was, sadly fearing, the N64 performance on this is not really that much greater than what it was on the RG350, and that is hit or miss, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. But your mileage may vary, so once again, if you have success with Nintendo 64 games running on this system, do please leave a little list below in the comments of what you've been able to get running well, and we'll be able to use that, and it will definitely help other viewers in selecting their particular games. Don't forget, I have got a link to an RG351 website, Droix in the UK. They're very good, and they've given us a 5% discount code. So if you do buy anything from Droix, either the metal version, the 351M, or the plastic one, which is the 351P, you get 5% off, which basically covers like next day delivery, which is pretty cool, and a little bit more on top of that. So do follow those links below. You can also get these off Amazon and eBay. So there you go. I have to say I was a little disappointed in the N64 performance here. I thought it would be a little bit better than that, particularly since they've had a whole year to be refining and getting the device optimized for N64 performance. It's just very disappointing, to be honest. But at least we can play something, and the ones that we can play on the whole are the ones that we're all going to sort of jump in and have a blast at, including things like Mario Kart. If you have enjoyed today's video, do please give it a thumbs up. Do please consider subscribing for regular RG351 videos. Next on the hit list will be the PlayStation 1, and I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.